Hi, everyone. I'm Mrs. Jerome, principal of St. Jane Francis School, and I'm excited to welcome you back to school this year at St. Jane Francis. Every year I record a video so we don't have to sit in a giant meeting. I hope you take the time to watch and listen to it. Feel free to ask me any questions that you might have. I'll be out on the yard during back to school night and the first couple days of school. If you see me, feel free to flag me down. We have Father Santi. He's our pastor. He's been here for 2 years. You can see him for any spiritual guidance or questions that you might have. He is usually over at the parish center offices. If you see him, make sure you say hi. I'm Mrs. Jerome. I'm the principal. I've been here for 8 years at St. Jane Francis School so far. This year I'll be in charge of any financial accounts, financial aid, new enrollments, kind of the more business end of the school. And Ms. Zavari is also our principal, and she's been here for over 12 years. You can see her for academics, any student needs, or general questions about the school.
Dear students, welcome back to St. Jane Francis de Chantal School. I am so excited to begin this new year with each one of you. Here, you're not just students, but you're part of a family where faith, learning, and friendship grow every day. Remember, like our patron St. Jane, you are called to shine with love, courage, and kindness. So let's open our hearts, sharpen our minds, and walk together with joy into a year full of blessings and discovery with the help of an amazing team of teachers, of course. Welcome home from Father Santi.
The teachers have been working so hard to make sure that we're ready to welcome the students back. Our first day of school will be next Tuesday, August 19th. Please be sure to be here at 7:45 in the morning. And for that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll get off at 12:30 the first 4 days of school. Okay. I'd love to share a little bit about what's going on at the school every year, a couple times a year, but definitely during back to school time. I'm excited to tell you that our enrollment is staying steady with small growth. We're going to be at 380 students this year in preschool through 8th grade. We have added a second 4th grade class, so our 3rd grade class was double and it's continuing to be double. We have 3 new employees this year and a faculty of 37. That means lots of adults on campus to make sure we have lots of eyes on the yard. This year, we're in the black as well as the years past, and we're looking towards a major capital campaign. So this year I'll be looking for large donors and hoping to get some big grants for some of the cool things that we'll be sharing throughout the year as our school grows. Every year we put back a lot of money back into the school, into our facilities. A couple of the bigger things that we did this year is we added a lower roof onto the main building. We redid it. Our new classroom in middle school, we converted our faculty room into a classroom this summer, and then we added a floor, a new laminate floor in the science room. And we updated the AC in 8th grade, and we did some asphalt patching on the yard to make sure that our yard is nice and safe. Speaking about keeping our campus safe, we have a lot of initiatives that we do and a lot of rules that we enforce to make sure that our school is as safe as possible. So we have a big privacy banner off of Victory Boulevard. We have security cameras that were updated last year, 2 years ago, and make sure that we have a good view of all of the outside of the school and the yard. We have a security guard on payroll, so we have somebody who's always on campus, and then we also have an off-campus security company that has armed guards. Should we need anything, we can give them a call, and they patrol the outside perimeter of the campus and the church. We have school internet content filters and technology rules in place during the school day to make sure that we have we keep our kids safe online as well. So we are a device-free school. We don't allow personal devices on campus. So if students bring them, they need to keep them in their backpack or turn them into the classroom teacher in the morning and then get them back in the afternoon. If you need them for any reason, please call the office, Ms. Castro, or I will help you for sure. We also have a closed campus, so we don't allow visitors on campus or people to be on campus without our permission. And that goes for lunch deliveries as well. So we won't accept any like Uber Eats or DoorDash or anything like that. Please don't send them to school. It's just unsafe and a little bit crazy when we have lunch delivery people all over the place trying to figure out where to bring their kids lunch. So if you need to drop off a lunch in an emergency situation, that's great. You can feel free to drop by the school office off of Hamlin Boulevard, Hamlin Street. However, if we ask that it just not be a daily occurrence. For pickup and drop off, we asked that no pickup or drop off on Hamlin Street until after 8 a.m. in the morning. We want everybody to come through Victory side. You can either do our drive-through, or you can park in the Victory parking lot off of the church and walk the students in. During normal drop off and pickup, we're going to ask that everybody enter through Victory Boulevard this year. We have a couple families that live in the neighborhood off of Hamlin, but other than those like 5 families, nobody should be entering or exiting through the school office. Please enter and exit through Victory Boulevard only. During school hours, you are going to need to come through our main office off of Hamlin Street. So between 8 a.m. and 2:30 in the afternoon, please enter through the school office. Otherwise, everybody should be coming off of Victory. This is kind of a little map for you. We do have a single lane drop-off valet in the mornings. So off of Victory Boulevard in the church parking lot, you'll drive through and drive slowly. Everybody did a great job with this last year. And you'll drop off the kids. We'll have adults outside helping them get in and out of the car, always through the driver's side door, please, as much as possible, and then exit off of Hamlin Street. You can go left or right, just be careful in the mornings. And if you would like to park, you can definitely park. You can join us for morning assembly in the church parking lot, please, off of Victory Boulevard. Please do not park on Hamlin. We're not going to have anybody parking or stopping on Hamlin Street this year. We're trying to make sure that we have the traffic in a way that's not inconveniencing our neighbors, so that when we go to do our big construction project in the next year or two, they're more willing to help us out to make sure that we're not kind of inconveniencing them in the mornings. Okay. Last year this worked really, really well, and this year we're going to be more strict about no parking on Hamlin Street, no dropping off, no parking on Hamlin Street until after 8 a.m. in the morning. For pickup, you may park in the school or church parking lot, but you have to enter through Victory Boulevard. The same exact way that we did last year. It worked really well. Enter through Victory Boulevard. You can park in the church parking lot, which is great, or off in the school parking lot right here where it says after school parking. And then please exit through Hamlin only, not through the Victory parking lot. So it's a one-way kind of situation. Okay. We do ask that when you pick up your children after school that you hold their hands through the parking lot, because it is a parking lot and there are cars that are moving, and grandparents may not always see kids when they're backing up. So please be conscious and make sure that you have control over your kids in the parking lot to make sure that nobody gets hurt. We heard that very bad news story from the Valley last year, where one of the students at another school unfortunately pass away in the parking lot. So we want to be very vigilant this year, make sure we don't have anybody running through the parking lot. Nobody should be walking through the parking lot without a parent. And when at all possible, just make sure you're looking around you and that you have your students with you. Okay. Also, we will not be opening the classroom doors until the bell rings, just like last year. So please stay in your car until you hear the bell ring, and then you can come out of the car. just for safety purposes, as we have kids moving from, maybe they're coming back from PE back to their classroom, making sure that they get back to the classroom so they can pack up and then be dismissed at dismissal time. There's a lot of movement sometimes at the end of the day, so we want to make sure that all the kids get where they need to go and everybody's safe. So please stay in your car. If you have somebody coming to pick up or drop off your kids, please tell them there are school rules so that they're not confused. And then Father asked me to ask you to make sure when we're off of Victory Street, our school is over here. This is the church parking lot on this side. That we're not blocking the church driveway or the McDonald's driveways. So if you could just make sure that we're not blocking the driveways to be good neighbors and make sure that the parishioners are able to park in the parking lot should they need to visit the church office. And he thanks you for being mindful of that. Just a couple reminders for the beginning of the school year. If your child has a birthday we'd love to celebrate, please talk to your teacher at least a day in advance. Our policy is that we can bring in a small individual sized treat like a donut or a cupcake to pass out during the last 10 minutes of the school day. But you have to coordinate with your teacher to make sure that they let you know how many kids are in the class and to make sure that you are following all the rules. These are our uniforms. Scobles is our school uniform company. Hopefully you've already selected your uniforms. I know they're backstocked on a couple of the outerwear outfit options and stuff like that, but you should have received a polo and at least pants or the skirts from now, by now. If not, it's fine. Just a white polo and navy blue pants for the first start of the school year is fine until we can get those uniforms in. This is what our regular everyday uniform looks like. Boys will wear a white or gray polo with our school logo and then chino style shorts, not cargo shorts or anything like that, not skinny shorts or pants. And then girls have the plaid jumper and the plaid skirts or skirt. The navy skirt is reserved from 5th through 8th grade only. So please make sure younger students should not be wearing navy skirts. And then we have sweatshirts or jackets. And then make sure all shoes and socks are black, white, or navy. Also, skirts and skirts must touch the knee this year. We need that to be followed. Our mass uniform is similar. They have the same bottoms, and then they have a button-up shirt, and then girls can wear the red crisscross tie or the Hamilton plaid tie, and boys have the Hamilton plaid tie. Or we had an older like navy red and white striped tie. That's fine too. And then our PE uniform is a gray PE shirt with our logo and navy blue PE shorts or pants with sweatpants with our PE logo. And then sweatshirts are optional. And then again, shorts must be longer, like basketball style, and they have to touch the knee. Also, remember on free dress days, we still have rules at our Catholic school. So please make sure that students are not wearing ripped or holey jeans, leggings or jeggings or like tight pants. They can go underneath a skirt, but not as pants. And then no tank tops or spaghetti straps or tube tops are allowed at school. And then even during free dress days, skirts and shorts do have to be long enough to touch the knee. And then in general, we ask no haircut designs, no leggings, unless they're underneath a skirt. So if when it gets really cold, girls can wear leggings under their skirts or shorts. I mean, skirts or skirts. No nail polish, and please, for safety's sake, no boots or slip-on shoes. So we have lots of playground accidents because of boots being worn, especially on like rainy days. So if they want to wear rain boots in the morning, that's fine. They just have to bring their tennis shoes with them. Okay. We try to send out a lot of communication because I know I'm a working mom and I know life gets really busy and sometimes you need like a last minute reminder sometimes. So our number one way of communication is through email. If you could set my email or your teacher's email as like a favorite, so you get like like a text message notification when you receive an email, that would be amazing. We also will send out a text via Remind every week. So I'll send out 2 emails a week, and your teacher should send out at least one newsletter email every week. And then, of course, you can go and talk to your teachers face to face. Ms. Zavari and I are in the office every single day, out on the yard during drop off and pickup. If you need us, come flag us down. We're usually available. And then Fax is our student information system this year. We switched from SchoolSpeak to Fax. So you'll start seeing emails from Fax and notifications and such that way. And then our website does have a lot of documents and links, and I also post my newsletter every week on our website. So if you're not taking advantage of it, we try to keep it as up to date as possible. If you're not getting any communication from the school, please let us know, because you should be getting several things throughout the week. Here's some upcoming important dates. Our first really important date is Thursday, September 4th at 5:30 p.m. We're having a PTO meeting. It's our first PTO meeting of the school year. PTO means parent teacher organization. We don't have an official PTO as far as like structure wise, but whenever you hear or see PTO meeting, that means everybody's invited. Parents, teachers, aunts, uncles, anybody who's interested, please come. We'll usually have an agenda that I'll send out that week, and we'll usually be talking about important things or listening to your concerns about certain things. This PTO meeting is kind of our first of the year check-in, which tends to be a bigger meeting, and we will also be sharing the new design for our new building. If you're interested, we hope that you join us Thursday, September 4th at 5:30. Our jogathon, if you'd like to join us, is Friday, October 11th. And then our gala, oh, it's switched, but our gala is Saturday, October 4th before our jogathon. So please join us. And our Christmas program this year is Thursday, December 18th. It's during the school day. So if you need to request the day off from work, give you lots of time to do that. And then for our 8th grade parents, Friday, June 5th is our graduation date. Our Google Calendar on our website is up to date. It's what our teachers live and breathe by. So if you wanted to, you could go onto our website and add that Google Calendar to your phone to see the most up-to-date events at the school. Okay, otherwise in my Monday newsletter, you'll see events maybe a week to 2 weeks ahead of time, if you're interested. But we hope, back to school night is Friday, not Monday, Friday, August 15th. We hope that you join us. You can bring your children if you'd like. We love them. You can bring them. We miss them. There will be 3 15-minute sessions starting at 5:30. Okay, so from 5:30 to 5:45, and then 5:50 to 6:05, and then 6:10 to 6:25. I would start with your child's youngest teacher. So your youngest child's teacher, you can go to there. All of our teachers will be doing their, if it's a double class, like double kinder through 4th, they'll be doing it together. So whichever room that they're in, all of the classrooms are next door to each other. So just find wherever all the teachers are, all the parents are moving into, and then they'll do their presentation. If you're unable to join us, the teachers will be emailing out their presentations on either that Friday after the fact or Monday before we start school. So you can kind of get the idea of what you need for the first day of school. During back to school night, you can drop off your school supplies. We're going to have a used uniform sale, and then we'll have some of our after school vendors out there, and we will also have Lupita's taco truck from last year. They'll start serving at 5. So we hope to see you there. You do get a service hour for attending. Please be sure to sign in at your teacher's classroom, at your teacher's student's classroom. And if you need anything, send us an email. Call the school office. Ms. Castro is in during the summer from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. But otherwise, we'll see you all on Friday.